Hey everyone, my name is Simpsy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval 2 Total War Definitive Edition here today on the channel. We're going to be starting a brand new series back on SSHIP. We're going to be playing as the Kingdom of France. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like and subscribe if you're new. I'd really much appreciate it. Alrighty, we're back on my favorite stainless steel submod. We're playing as the Franks. We're going to talk about some French history here today, and we're going to be going through the game strategy as well to try and build and unify the Kingdom of the Franks. Let's get stuck into it. The best fortress which a prince can possess is the affection of his people. Ah! Nico, what a quote. We're going to be turning off the script there. Alright. So King Louis, of course, we've got a king called Louis. We need 20 regions plus Jerusalem, and we need all of essentially modern day France to be under our control. So here's our family tree. We have King Louis, who is 51, and his son Louis is 14, so we can probably get him married off. He has a son Robert, and Pierre, he has a cousin as well. So this is the Carpathian dynasty. I believe King Louis is the first of the Carpathian line. So we can call a crusade if we want, but I'm not going to. Let's move our spy around and try and find some rebel territory. Diplomacy wise, I would like to negotiate with the English if we can. Okay. Maybe trying to get an alliance to deter the 100 Years' War. So we don't start off with that many territories. We have Paris, Orleans, Troyes. We've got some access to some light sergeants. Okay, and some knights as well. So far our roster is actually not terrible. So we're going to rally up and at least get one full stack to go to Gand in Belgium. So I think what we want to try and do for this series strategy wise is try and rush and try and take as many of the core French territory as we can. I might try and get an alliance with the HRE because we've got to watch out for them. They're going to be wanting to push into the eastern half of our border. We want to be strong enough so that when we eventually go to war with the English, which I imagine is inevitable, as they will want to claim those historic Aquitaine lands, we want to be in a strong position to ultimately throw them out. We could maybe ally with the Scots, but we'll have to see. I don't think I want to start anything with the Spanish, Aragon, Kingdom of Castile and Leon, so we might just try and keep a decent border force on the Pyrenees. So we are going to be able to get trade with the HRE, and they are going to give us a map, and we can cancel that a little bit later. Now they do have Lyon. They've actually got like that Marseille region as well, so they are quite strong at this time period. Now I'm going to try and get Prince Louis married off if we can find a suitable princess. It's always better to marry your faction heirs off and faction leaders rather than using the randomly generated. You get some nice traits, particularly in the late game. Okay, so nothing too crazy there. We're going to go into a little bit of debt, but that's fine once we sack and siege Gand. Now, thankfully, we could have intercepted that rebel army on the outskirts, but thankfully they actually moved away. Oh, wait, so Normandy's closer here. No, I can't really give them any territory. We actually gave them Angers, I think, in my England campaign, and it saved an alliance. So we'll let Prince Louis, as the king goes north to Belgium to secure the French-speaking territory. We'll try and get him to go down here. Probably to the eastern border before the HRE takes it. Is it Clermont? I can't remember exactly. So let's move some units down here. So we're mobilizing at least a stack and a half. Alright, let's continue on. We're hemorrhaging debt, but we should be able to correct that soon. Thankfully, we don't have too many mercenaries, so they're not going to be dissolving. Let's move my spy again. Okay, it is the city of Dijon. So let's siege that out. And the siege equipment in Gand has been built. We outnumber them by 300. Alright, well, let's fight this one upon the battlefield. My punishment is far heavier. I forgive you and set you free. Huh, okay. Let's start the deployment. Now, we will have to be a little bit careful here, as it is a huge city. Arrow fire will be brutal as we push up, so we need to be quicker on the initiative. I'll try and move my archers up as well. Go with a loose formation to try and draw some of the arrow fire away from my infantry. Alright, well, let's talk about Louis VI. Historically. So, he was born on the 1st of December, 1081. Unfortunately, he was often referred to as Louis the Fat, or Louis le Gros. He was a significant monarch during the early Carpathian dynasty. His reign, which spanned from 1008 to 1137, marked a crucial period in the consolidation of the royal power in France. Louis ascended to the throne after the death of his father, Philip I, in 1108. At the beginning of his reign, the French monarchy faced numerous challenges, including the unruly behaviour of powerful vassals, the threat of external enemies, and the weak central authority of the monarchy. Louis, however, proved to be a shrewd and capable ruler who sought to strengthen the power of the monarchy. One of Louis's key achievements was the effective control he exerted over the unruly nobility. He skillfully navigated the complex web of feudal relationships, gradually asserting royal authority over the previous autonomous territories in France. By curbing the power of the local lords and encouraging the growth of royal officials to administer justice on his behalf. Louis worked to establish a more centralized and efficient government system. Louis was also successful in dealing with external threats to his kingdom. He faced challenges from both within and outside of France, including conflicts with the English kings and various rebellious nobilities. Through a combination of military prowess and diplomatic skill, Louis managed to secure the realm and expand his borders. Furthermore, Louis took significant steps to promote economic development and prosperity. He encouraged trade and commerce to support the growth of his towns and improved infrastructure such as roads and bridges in France. These efforts contributed to the economic revitalization of his kingdom. Louis passed away on August 1st, 1137, leaving a legacy of a more centralized and stable French monarchy than what he inherited. His son, Louis, who succeeded him, inherited a kingdom that was in a strong position when Louis VI had ascended to the throne. Louis the Fat and his reign laid the foundation for further consolidation of royal French power in France and for centuries to come. So I hope you enjoyed that brief little history about Louis VI. We'll talk about Louis VII at a later date. Okay, back to the battlefield. So far, slowly but surely trying to surge in. Nice. So they actually pushed out in this gateway. So we can now go in. We didn't even need to destroy it. They got a little bit further back there. So this is a bit of a brutal siege at the moment. So if we can be half as successful as Louis was historically, we should be able to have a pretty good campaign. But at this time, he's getting a little bit old, so he's not going to be with us for too much longer, I would imagine. But let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions, of course. Maybe there's other aspects of French history you'd like me to research and we can talk about. Maybe, I think what we'll do is if we have a general taking a command in battle that we haven't talked about, who has some French history, I think we'll talk about them. We'll sort of do like a historical spotlight per battle. Okay, so we don't really need to grind them on the walls. If we can take the town square from them, we could try and snipe it that way. So let's try and move on up. So I think being hyper aggressive, particularly with this rebel territory in and around France, just because there's so much of it, we should try and take it. I think sitting back and being passive is not the play, nor going to war with various factions pretty early on. The thing is, the French territory is pretty exposed, nowhere near as much as the HRE campaign. At least we have the, what is it, the Atlantic Ocean? Yeah, to our west. So we don't have any factions over there. But with the HRE campaign, we were surrounded by Danes and Vikings to the north. Then you got the Italian states. You got your Poles and your Hungarians. You're basically surrounded from all sides. So France is a little bit exposed to the north. And obviously Great Britain within England. And then obviously the Kingdom of England has those historic claims on Aquitaine. We could be threatened over the Pyrenees. I hope not, but that is still definitely an option. I think because there's no rebel territory, I guess there's Nice, but the fact that the HRE hold Marseille, I don't think that Venice or Pisa are probably going to do an expedition, as it were, into southern France. Okay, nice. So we've got some units here now that have captured the town square. Yep, and try and stop that from coming up. Perfect. So we've gone and sniped the town square. We've initiated the countdown. We're actually 70% not favored to win this one, so we'd have to be a little bit careful here. Okay, let's hold them back. But let me know in the comments as well. Series you would like me to do on the channel. Obviously every Total War is open, but it's in the month of December. I've got some time off, and I'm down to record a bunch of series. So let me know. I do have a huge back catalogue of content, but maybe I need to redo some of those older series. Alright, a close victory. We were able to win that one. Good order and discipline in any army are to be depended upon more than courage alone. Yes. Gand is now ours. And, ooh, I think I'm tempted to sack the settlement. Yeah, let's do that. Now, it's mostly Roman Catholic, so we're going to be able to assimilate it quite quickly. But now we're making, what, 2,300 per turn from there? We should be able to fix our financial woes. We will have to keep an eye on the territory in Normandy, though. Alright, let's end the turn and continue. Alright, welcome to the top of the turn. I could redeploy my bishop slightly. We have a heretic we can deal with. Nice! You blasphemer, get out of here! Let's move you to Dijon. We want to make some mustard! Dijonnaise. I don't know if that's very popular wherever you guys live, but in Australia, we have some fantastic Dijonnaise. It tastes fantastic. Alright, so let's go and take Dijon. And we're playing with Prince Louis. Yeah. There's daggers in men's smiles. Yikes. Macbeth. I actually didn't mind that movie. With Michael Fassbender. He's a wicked actor. He's in so much good stuff. He's great in Inglourious Basterds. Yeah, he's actually up there, the Fassbender. That scene where he's smoking the cigarette in Inglourious Basterds. Well, if I'm going out, chaps, I'd rather speak the King's speech. Is that true? That, like, has anyone seen that movie where, like, Germans... Basically, he was a British spy pretending to be German. And they picked up that he was a spy because Germans count different on their fingers than British people. Is that true? I don't know. It could be bullshit. Quentin Tarantino likes feet, so I don't know. Might be a bit brain rotted. Okay, let's slowly but surely move up. And yeah, why not? Let's talk about some history about Prince Louis VII, who will eventually become our king. So Louis VII, known as Louis the Younger, was born July 1120, the son of Louis VI. He inherited the throne in 1137, succeeding his father, and his reign would be marked by significant challenges and changes. One of the defining events of Louis VII's reign was his participation in the Second Crusade. In 1147, he joined the expedition led by the Holy Roman Emperor Conrad III and the Germanic king in exile, Conrad's nephew. Unfortunately, the campaign proved to be largely unsuccessful, facing both military and logistical difficulties. Louis returned to France in 1147 without achieving the desired results. And this experience had a lasting consequence for his reputation and the stability of his rule. Louis's personal life also played a role in shaping his reign. His marriage to Eleanor of Aquitaine, a powerful and independent heiress, initially strengthened the Capetian dynasty, but adding vast territories to the French crown. However, the marriage eventually soured, leading to an annulment in 1152. Eleanor would go on to marry Henry Plantagenet, who later became King Henry II of England. This union significantly increased the power and influence of the Plantagenet dynasty and created tensions between France and England for years to come. Unfortunately, Louis fumbled the bag, as it were. The divorce from Eleanor marked a challenging period for Louis VII, who faced internal rebellions and external threats to his authority. Despite these challenges, he sought to maintain and consolidate royal power. He continued his father's efforts to centralize governance and reform the administration and legal system within France. Louis passed away September 18, 1880, leaving the throne to his son, Philip II, also known as Philippe Augustus. Louis the Younger's reign was characterized by the complexities of medieval European politics, the challenges of crusading, and the impact of personal relationships on the broader geopolitical landscape. His legacy is intertwined with the changing dynamics of power in medieval Europe and the intrinsic relationship between monarchs and their territories. So I hope you enjoyed a little bit of history about Louis VII. He's an interesting character. Hopefully he doesn't have, well, too much of an interesting series for us. We want him to be a solid, normal king. Alright, back focusing in on the battle. We're slowly but surely surging through the city streets of Dijon, ready to bring one of these rebellious lords / independent territories into the French fold. Now, hopefully, as we expand near the HRE sphere of influence, they don't attack us, but let's just try and hope. Maybe our best bet is just to try and grab as much rebel territory as we can, because hey, some of it might get just carved off us, unfortunately. But this battle seems to be going a little bit better. It actually seems a little bit harder to push into the narrow streets of this town. I guess it's a little bit more compact because it's significantly smaller. And then we have secured our eastern border. There might be a little bit of northern territory. Is it Utrecht? I think. Maybe sort of some of that Dutch territory to the north. But now we're going to be bordering bang smack with the HRE. I will try and go around as well and get Louis married off. I think Eleanor at this point has been married, so we can't court her, unfortunately. So we might have to go with someone else. I don't know initially what princesses are available. I probably should check, because obviously every single faction starts at the same date, so there's probably a list of available princesses from turn 1, and then from like turn 5, 6, 7 or so. I wish I had that list. But we've won a glorious victory here today. By the grace of God. Christ is king, baby. Alright, Dijon is now ours. And let's occupy. We don't need to sack, and we don't need to get bad relations, because we're getting our finances back on track once we have reliable end of turns. Okay, so 4 turns in. We're looking good. We're looking good. Good looking. Alright, let's mobilize. And... okay, so no, there is a territory here. Laverne. Okay, so let's try and take that. I thought it was like Utrecht up there. Okay, so let's grab that then. So then we'll have all of the Eastern Territory. I was one off. No, we don't want to get Louis married off if we can. We want to try and find a princess. Okay, so let's leave Dijon and the mustard manufacturing facilities, as we want to try and push to Clermont. And then we'll address the southern situation. But ideally, if we can avoid a war on 2 fronts between the HRE and England, that would be ideal. Okay, let's get some more units. Move my diplomat around. Alright, let's continue on. Let's start racking up the turns. So let's move this army to Clermont. I might have to wait a little bit, get some more additional reinforcements. I don't think I have too many high-ranking generals as well as other family members. If we've got some daughters we can marry into. De Bleur. Oh, we actually have a De Bleur with us. Interesting. Okay. Louis 3-star command. The Count of Flanders. Let's try and siege that out. Maybe get some archers or so. I suppose we manually play this one as well. They have 1,000. We outnumber them by 400. Oh, he's actually a better commander than the king in his old age. In a fight, anger is as good as courage. That's a very Welsh thing to say. Can a man be brave if he's afraid? It's the only time a man can be brave. Oh, that goddamn fucking quote. Speaking of Wales, that could be a potential target. We could maybe snipe some of that English rebel territory, potentially. We'll have to see how we go. It's going to be hard to conquer England, though. I ideally want to try and kick them out of Aquitaine and France, but will the Pope let me do that? I don't know. I don't want to get excommunicated. We might need to get some assassins to Rome. Also, we're going to have to keep an eye on doing crusades at some point as well. We'll try and send Prince Louis. Hopefully he doesn't fail and become an actual loser king. Okay. So let's go with another siege. Another classic. An epic. A brutal. All the adjectives. Medieval siege. I do find that in SSHIP, you tend to siege more. Which is, whatever. You do have to manually play more, because the auto-resolve is just deliberately unfavorable, but hey. So be it. Hey, if you like medieval sieges, You will like this mod more, so I guess. I'm more of a land battle guy. If you know what I mean. What do you guys prefer? Sieges or land battles? Let me know. Alright, here comes the battering ram. As we go for our third rebel settlement. Okay, they're going to try and hold. Archers doing well, arcing their shots up on the walls. Loose formation.
Our men have reached the wall. The battering ram is in place.
Slowly expanding the French Empire. I feel like you could really misplay this faction though, because you're just surrounded by so much rebel territory. If you go for the wrong one, I think expanding outwards to Dijon and Gand is probably the play, rather than going for, like, I don't know, Brittany or Clermont. Okay. Got a couple of units routing, but the unit roster is really good. I'm actually liking it a lot. I wonder if they actually have a better roster than the Kingdom of England, potentially. Yeah, just like looking on face value, it does look like France has a better unit roster than England. We've done a fair few SSHIP campaigns. HRE, Byzantine, and England, so I do want to try and do many more. Okay. Pushing in now, well and truly. They're routing. And capitulating. Now, thankfully, they don't have too many units in the town square. Maybe try and flank with you. I'm going to try and move my cavalry around the back here. Okay. The men seem to be fatigued and tired in the cold weather conditions. Things are a little bit snowed in. Alright, maybe try and cycle charge. Now, we probably can be a little bit more hyper-aggressive with him.
Winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
He's getting a little bit old. Was he 53, 54? Nice. We've managed to get rid of their general.
Is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Try and target those hunters.
The enemy is badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
They're still holding pretty good morale, though.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
So those armored sergeants. Let's go again. Man, they're making us fight the absolute bitter end on this one. The Saxon Husskulls I recruited are getting smashed down on. Nice. The countdown has been initiated.
This is an act heroic, which only belongs to men of great
Clear
courage and
victory.
valor.
Only 500 or so lost. Fortune favours the audacious. Fortune favours the bold. I prefer that quote more. The goddess Fortuna.
We have claimed this day. Victoire most noble, mon roi. We have triumphed.
Alright. Laverne is now ours. Oh, okay. So 53. A little bit wounded. Something I have to keep an eye on. Okay, still sieging out Clermont. Would like to commit more military forces. The garrison is quite big. Man, some of these rebel / independent realm territory is a lot stronger than what I sort of anticipated. Okay, I want to try and leave some units here, and I suppose we try and move him south? Oh, hang on. But at least this territory is making us a decent amount of money. Couple thousand per turn. Ain't no Constantinople making 10k plus, but it is what it is. Okay, so I finally found a princess, and Lettia, the affectionate of the Republic of Pisa, is open to a marriage alliance with Prince Louis. So, 5-star, not too shabby. We've already waited 7 turns or so, but I think that's enough. So, Louis has now been married off. He still has 2 brothers as well, though. Okay, still building up our military strength and forces in Clermont, and we'll try and take said city. Okay, nearly strong enough. Let's get some more territory in Paris, some of the surrounding territory. Let's move him this way. Let's get King Louis to come down and help. Let's move you in. I might even just grab some of those mercenaries. Now are we strong enough? Hang on. I could give Louis the command, because the king is severely wounded, and we want to try and get Prince Louis' authority up. So let's make sure there's a full stack there. Hang on, let's maintain the siege. Yep, cool. I'm probably cool to auto-resolve this one. Yeah, no, we're good. We outnumber them 2-1. Clear victory. Clermont has fallen. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like Bordeaux has fallen to the Kingdom of Castile and Leon. Not exactly something I wanted.
Ready and able.
Let's do this. Perfect. We don't want anyone to rebel.
Ready
Can I
and
move you
able.
here? Can I get you on the move again? No.
Discreetly, Seigneur.
Yeah, Bordeaux is under their control. That sucks. But that territory's rebel to the west. Okay, slowly but surely rebuilding back up. We've had a couple contiguous sieges back to back to back. We've
Seigneur.
lost a couple of units here and there.
Your will, Seigneur. By your will,
Let's move you further south.
Seigneur.
Faction-wise, we haven't been threatened by anything, which is good. Any other factions? Ooh. Haven't done too much construction overall. Candidate for adoption? No, thank you. A little bit of repairing overall. Okay. Let's move my spy south. So Toulouse is rebel. And they own Bordeaux. Oh, Poitiers has been taken. Damn.
Ready and able.
I could have gone for it. Angers.
With honor.
I think Brittany's not under their control. Alright, we're going to move to Toulouse and try and take the castle, which is definitely going to be easier said than done. Toulouse is a
We shall camp here.
massive castle. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't think we've fought a castle battle. No, none of these were castles. They're all towns / cities. So we'll rebuild back up. Okay, this is going to be a real big test for the French military industrial complex.
As you wish. Mon roi. Oui.
Let's move you further south. We eventually want to get Louis with another army, because we've only got
Ready and
essentially one full stack at the moment. We got to 1.2, but
your victory, Seigneur.
that well and truly got chipped down.
By your will, Seigneur.
Alright, let's move you to more of an advanced position. On the move, my lord. Okay.
Ready and
Well, let's besiege Toulouse
glory to mon roi.
with
We
King Louis,
attack.
and we'll set the prince back
Orders, Seigneur. Ready and able.
to get some of those additional reinforcements. Oh, I can't move all of them out.
Ready and able.
I guess I can move my spy up here.
Orders.
Oh, okay. England have trespassed against me. That's not very Catholic of them.
Mon Seigneur.
They sit in Orleans, and they also have one in an ambush stance. Guillaume.
Orders. Mon roi.
Might have to deal with them. Oh, okay. So I had those units that were going to go to Toulouse. They might need to be reallocated, as it were. Alright, let's continue on. A new cathedral for Paris, historically. Royal crowns. Yeah, we haven't got him coronated yet, because we haven't got all that core territory. It's probably going to be quite some time, actually, before that happens.
Seigneur.
I think like 2 pieces of territory
Orders.
belong to the HRE.
Ready and able.
Okay, so let's reorganize this army slightly.
Ready and able.
Then we'll move in Louis,
Seigneur.
the prince.
Orders.
Nice.
Joining forces, Seigneur. Mon roi.
Probably move some of those cardinals around.
Seigneur.
I don't think we've had a really successful
Oui.
cardinal, though.
Mon roi.
I'm trying to remember the last time I've had a priest / cardinal actually become pope. It's probably been quite some time. I don't usually play the bishop Game of Thrones, as it were.
Hands, mon roi. We shall camp here. Orders. Mon roi. Mon roi. By your will, Seigneur. Our men are exhausted, Seigneur. For the honor of France, we will attack.
Alright. Okay, we outnumber them 2-1. Let's fight this one on the battlefield. Now, I'm going to click off, allow the AI to control it, because I don't want the AI just flinging and throwing in our faction air. The dudes are recently married. We can't allow that. Now, we'll have to be a little bit careful with the drum towers on this one. As it is a pretty strong, pretty built-up castle. Okay, let's move there. Let's go, 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 go. Two rams, just in case the one goes. 4 ladders. We're fine on that front.
Walls are no match for valor and force of arms.
So, if we can basically eliminate all the rebel territory / independent realms around us as we end episode 1, that would be a good sign, I think. Nice. Units from the French Grand Armée have arrived. Huh. They're actually allowing us to take the walls. Interesting. Oh, and they might have come out as well. Okay. Chipping away against them. Now, this army doesn't have, well, too much experience. As it's relatively, in the grand scheme of things, recently recruited. Excuse me. A little bit back and forth. A little bit argy-bargy. Either side hasn't really got the ascendancy. Yikes, we've got 3 units routing now. Uh-oh. Maybe we need to move the king up to help with morale.
Grâce à Dieu, we have captured the enemy's walls.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're in. Okay. Now, a couple sergeants. The cavalry could be an issue. I don't know if we're going to win this one. We are really struggling to push through, boys. Boys and girl. Hang on. Maybe I need to move in the king and the prince. Help rotate and cycle charge. No, I am keen to be a little bit more aggressive with the king. Oh my god, why is the background so dark and gloomy? Can you see that? Looks like bloody Mount Doom. Is that a texture bug? What is that? Yeah, it seems very dark and gloomy. Mordor-esque. Speaking of that, I haven't played DAC or Third Age in quite some time. Is still DAC the most popular mod? DAC AGO, or what do the boys play these days? I want to do some more Medieval 2 fantasy mods, but I've just been focusing on the historical. I can't be the only one. So many campaigns, so little time for Total War.
Victory from this debacle. Only half the enemy force remains.
Man. Got to give it to the brave inhabitants of Toulouse. They are fighting to the absolute goddamn bitter end. Ideally want to try and neutralize those hunters.
The enemy general lies dead. We have sent the cur to hell.
Oh, that worked. I'm surprised their general lasted so long. My God. Some of those units are still holding on. I just can't really not cycle charge the king in. I don't know. He's old, so if he does die, it's not that big of a deal. He ain't getting any younger. He's probably got 5 years on him. We don't need to keep his bodyguard fresh and dandy. Okay, now just onto this last unit now. Let's go again. Move you back. Oh, we don't want him to get sandwiched, though. We do want to try and still cycle charge. Okay, so now we need to move him back. Oh my god. It's been so long since I've had one unit in a general's bodyguard, and it be the general / king. Alright, you can sit back there. We'll get the Prince Louis to try and cycle. Nice. Oh my. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this, fellas. Hang on. So, unfortunately, our infantry has completely buckled and capitulated. I'm going to move my archers in to try and get back some control. Hang on. Maybe go with a flammable shot. Hang on, you go there. There we go. I thought it such a low angle and I can't even say trajectory. What's the word? Why can't I say it? Trigonometry, trajectory. Fuck. Trajectory. Fuck. Why couldn't I say that? Anyway, I thought the low angle, it actually did more damage there. Okay, so we're just going back to hit points. Oh my god, bro. Okay, we're out of ammunition now. I guess we charge and try and cycle with the 6 there with the prince. But we got to be careful. I don't want to lose him at the absolute end of this. Right, hang on. Form back up. Let's move you here. Charge. For death and glory. For force. Vive la force! S'il vous plaît! Motherfucker! Let's go again. Nice. 3. Oh, come on. I think we got him. Go again. Oh my. Oh my. Wait, we've initiated the countdown. Go again. Oh, gotta be so careful. Move the king in. 12 archers remaining. Oh, come on. There's only 11 of them. 6. Go on. Again. 3. Nice, we won. What? Close defeat? How? There was... Oh! There was the timer. Oh my god. It wasn't us who initiated the countdown. It was the timer running out. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah? Selecting an heir. What? Oh no. How did we get a noble death? It didn't pop up. Oh my god. At least he had a daughter. Oh no. Louis Capet is dead. And now one of the cousins has risen to the throne. Oh, so it's Robert now? We're going to have to find another princess. Prince Raoul. He's quite old though. Oh, it's unfortunate Robert didn't come of age. Oh no. I guess we could look up the history of Robert Capet. But no, unfortunately, in this alternative timeline, Prince Louis will definitely never go on crusade or marry Eleanor of Aquitaine. Oof. Oh, that's annoying. We got so close to taking the settlement. Oh well, we need to build up an army. Oh, we got... How did we lose that? Well, at least we've whittled it down so much. We can just waltz on in there. If I manually play it, I should be able to win it. You'd think they got like nothing inside. The Kingdom of Castile and Leon wants to negotiate. What do they want? Trade rights. Sure. Let's open up the trade lanes between Spanish-held Bordeaux and Clermont. Alright, we're going to re-siege Toulouse. Agents-wise, we're fine. Wait, hang on. Oh, come off it. Why did they... How did they spawn more? Oh, that's ridiculous. Redonkulous. Where did they come from? Frustration is the word that comes to mind. AI spawning shit out of nothing. Yeah, right. Alright, let's move more units down. Damn, we lost the prince. Sucks. Oh well. Let's pick up some more units from Paris. So now we've got a full stack in Orleans. We'll look to move out and get on the move again. Sweet. I guess we can negotiate with the HRE. I'd rather an alliance with them. I don't think they've got a princess. Need more units. Alright. The majority of my forces are in Orleans now. Let's get rid of that rebel army, which is becoming more of a nuisance. Right, we'll get down here and we shall re-attempt to take Toulouse. We're only a little bit away now. Alright. Well, unfortunately on that note, it's time to wind things down here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed episode 1 of my Medieval 2 Total War Definitive Edition SSHIP France campaign. We've managed to incorporate an abundance of rebel/independent realm territory. We lost the prince, which is a bit of a hiccup, but we're building up to eventually make plans in preparations to go against England or the HRE. I think securing the English territory first is probably the play, rather than the HRE. They're probably a little bit too strong at the moment. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Let me know feedback and comments and suggestions for the YouTube algorithm in the comments. My name has been Simpsy. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.